Hey guys, this is Sweet Mint Bubble. How are you guys? It's been a really long time since I updated anything for you guys, including content and stuff like that. So I've decided to make a vlog to explain to you guys what's up and yeah, what's been happening and what's going up with everything, as you may have been wondering. So there's a lot to say in this vlog, so yeah, sit back and relax. And yeah, it's a bit of a serious one, but I think it's kind of important to share with you guys on how I am doing right now, because I feel like because of the content slowdown, it looks like I have been going on a little bit on. So yeah, I think it's kind of important to talk about a few things with you guys. Anyways, the first thing is how I've been doing and what's up with the content. Yeah, it seems that I've not been like around and stuff like that, and yeah, I want to talk to you guys about that. So basically, I think I remember telling you guys in one of my previous vlogs and also the vlogs before that I've moved into a new job, and it's more of like a volunteer in it's like a internship. Yeah, it's more like an internship as a live streamer, and for a yeah, just working as a live streamer in I'm not gonna say which company, but it's in an actual company. So yeah, so that's what's up recently. I also remember telling you guys about how I struggled with it for a bit of a while. I think the last time I did a vlog, I was actually overseas, so I wasn't back here, but now I'm back here, so I can yeah, I'm not as rushed because I felt like I was didn't explain to you guys really properly like what has been happening, what I have been and what I've been struggling with. So firstly, guys, I feel very disappointed that a lot of my I mean, this was totally unexpected. Like, I thought like, okay, it's like, I mean, like, it's this new thing that's in my life, but apparently it's a very full-on thing, like because it's a whole I am like, I have pretty much doing live streaming almost every day. So I'm literally like a live streamer for this other platform. So it's been very hard and difficult for me to you know, to juggle with making content and continuing on with yeah, making the content and stuff like that. Another thing is that I don't stream a lot each day. I stream like 1 or 2 hours each day, but that's not the hard part, because the hard part is actually the rest of the day, where I actually have to like help with branding and stuff for the company, and also a lot of admin things. So it's pretty much a very full-on week for me as well. And also I'm still at school as well, so I'm also studying as well. But anyways, apart from that, what I want to say mainly is that there's been a huge change to my life, a huge change to the structure of my life, so that it has been affecting yeah, with me, with making content, and with like pumping out content and stuff like that. So but I mean, yeah, I'll always have new ideas for you guys, and I have new ideas. I have been brainstorming new ideas, so I'm definitely gonna work on it. And yeah, I'm really excited to see what kind of new stuff, some of the new ideas for this year. Just a little hint what I had been planning. I may be doing some animations this year, and also exploring some different ideas for my albums. And also, because I really enjoyed sorry, this message just popped up on my phone on the other platform telling me, and I should have turned the notifications off. It's just ridiculous. I really want my own personal life, but I feel like with this new, like when you're doing it for a company, like a live stream thing, your whole schedule and everything gets very messed up. So that is the other reason why I've been struggling with the content stuff as well. But anyways, back to the album idea. With the album idea, I really enjoyed Snowman and a Sip of Memory from last year, from Christmas last year. I would be so happy if you guys could listen to it and support me. I think it's in my channel. It's the Snowman and a Sip of Memory album. It's one of my favorite albums in in a long time, because all of the songs are very dear to me. I really enjoyed making the MVs. I really wish that I can make more MVs this year, but I'm not sure if I'm not sure if I can, and I really wish I can, but I will try my very best to try and come with at least a few MVs for this year. And another thing is that, yeah, I loved making the album, the CD albums, I loved making the CD albums for Snowman and a Sip of Memory. So I'm gonna do the same thing this year as well, but I haven't decided which album, but I love the idea, so I would love to at least one CD album, come up with a new, print out at least one for the end of this year, so I can share with you guys. I mean, it's beautiful. It's like a new CD for a new album, retro album. I don't know what style it is, but to my collection, a new one to my collection, which I can keep as a memory for this year. Yeah. But yeah, I'm really excited for that. I think that's one of the happiest things I'm looking forward to as first. Any other exciting things that's happening? So another thing I've only just thought of today is that I'm going to go back to busking. So I remember telling you guys I was always on the streets and busking and stuff like that, and even got a bit of support for you guys, and like even told you how I use some of the support. And yeah, I'm thinking of going back and reapplying to continue on busking for this year. I really enjoyed it. I really wish I can have just continuing on with my journey and making some great memories. I think that would be amazing. Apart from that, I will be blunt and very very truthful with you guys, just to tell you what are the basic plans that I have kind of received for this year, because as you know, I am, working right now, which means things are quite unpredictable and everything. So I went overseas the beginning of this year, and basically the people from the company have told me to go back overseas again, the middle of this year. So because they want to train me a little more with the company. And so at the moment I have agreed with them, but at the very beginning it was actually that they wanted me to stay like for longer. So it wasn't planned that I would be back anytime soon this year. So it would be like most of my time would be overseas because it is an overseas company. Their main branch is overseas, but they do want me to help them expand. It's just me to train there and help them, like, you know, expand out back like in my area. But yeah, that's what was happening. But I told them I needed to study. I have, you know, I have my own life here. I plan to study. I planned, you know, I have YouTube. I need to do content. All my stuff is here, and you know, everything is here. So like I was like, all right, probably not like at the beginning of the year. I need to, like, you know, firstly kind of, you know, come back and reorganize everything and get settled down, and secondly also to kind of rethink whether that is the path for me, and even if you know what I mean. But even though I've agreed, you just don't know, like I don't know where I will be in like half a year. So that's why like that was a struggle, and has been taking up a lot of my brain cells and like thinking, and there was a lot of weighing ups and downs, pros and cons, like a bunch of those things. And yeah, it was a little bit crazy. Secondly, how did I find a live stream job? It was, I have to be honest, it was very tiring. Like at the beginning, like during my training season, it was good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed like living in the world of like, you know, influencing, learning to live stream and stuff. But as time went on and I had to like come back and then stream a certain number of hours each day, things became a little bit hectic, and it was terribly tiring. I felt like I don't want to disclose everything of what was happening, but I found it very tiring, and still working my way up to it. So because it was both physically and also emotionally draining as well, I had to take a break from making content and stuff like that. So yeah, it's like I don't know if I want to say it's like dating two men at the same time, but you know, I remember telling you guys, like, I was using this analogy, but this is exactly how it feels like. It feels like I'm dating two guys at the same time, but one of them is taking like 95% of my time because I have to be with that guy for some reason, and the other thing, which is like my content and like other important things that I find in my life, is like the other guy, and like I'm spending barely any time on anything else. So I had to adjust to that a little bit. So yeah, that's what really was happening, and yeah, that's the thing I wanted to kind of tell you guys. But I guess the happy thing for me is this year is that what's some happy things this year? I mean, nothing much. There's nothing much in terms of content that I'm planning, except just for oh yeah, there's one really big project I have been planning for you guys for a very long time. I really hope I can get it done by the end of this year. Maybe make it into a CD as well, you know, for Christmas again at the end of this year. Also, what else was thinking? yes, yeah, and apart from that, nothing much. Just hoping I can, you know, uh, mm, just chill a bit more and discover some new hobbies, and yeah, go on with sorry, going on with those things. Next thing I wanted to ask you guys is related to my related to my fan name. So basically, like in livestream, they had a thing called a fan club, and in the fan club, they have a name for their fan club. So I was thinking, I haven't really given you guys a fan name, so I was thinking along the lines of, because somebody thought of Bubblegum because Sweet Moon Bubble as the fan club name. So I was thinking of calling, giving my fans a fan name called Gummies. It's like bubble gum, but it's cuter. Like it's sweet and it's gummy. So like gummies. So yeah, I would address my gummies next time and just call them gummies. And yeah, I think that's quite cute. And yeah, but anyways, I think I can manage. There's a bit of a settle down. I think I'm just in that period of time where I'm trying to settle down in a new transitional, it's like a transition kind of stage, like a phase. Yeah, a transition phase. Nothing much is happening, but it's just that you're dealing with a completely new kind of industry, and suddenly, and also at the same time, you know, you have, I know you like have this passion, but you kind of like have to deal with a ton of pressure that you didn't expect you would be receiving. So I think it's just for me, it's a transitional period. I'm definitely going to work on it, and I think it will definitely improve. Like I feel like over time, maybe in the next few months or so, I'm going to feel much more better. I'm much more settled down in not only like you know, what I'm handling with in terms of like whatever commitments I have, but also in terms of like who I am and rediscovering who I am. I feel like this is just a phase, and after this phase, I feel like everybody has to go through a phase like that in order to rediscover and rebuild themselves into the into who I am, to find out who I really am and what I can really do. And I think yeah, it definitely is just a temporary kind of situation. I'm sure things will get much better. Like, I know, guys, I keep telling you this every year, like, oh my gosh, things are gonna get better, I promise. And next thing, I'm like, oh no, this thing got bad, it got worse. But I'm sure this time I am sure that things will get better, because this is definitely a transitional period. I've been through them, but not lots. I think last year for me was much more stable in terms of it felt much more stable, but I feel like it's just this transitional period is also a short-term thing. I think I will be more like be more happy, very happy within myself more later on as time progresses. And I think I think it's just a temporary, like a temporary kind of thing. I mean, in all honesty, nothing is really happening. Like there's no drama or whatever. Like there's nothing like really terrible that has happened. It's not like, oh my gosh, I just got like fired, and then like I just got like I don't know, like I tripped and then like scratched myself. It wasn't like that. It's just more like right, so there's a bit more pressure, just a bit more pressure that's put onto me, and I just have to re-deal with this pressure. It's nothing new, it's just a bit more pressure, the same as before. But with this pressure, I can learn to grow and regrow into a new version of myself. Even if this year is the same as last year, like I don't improve much in terms of my content, in terms of who I am, that's completely fine, because I feel like repetition is also a way of kind of reminding you like oh, okay, there are things maybe that I can do to improve. As an example, like, yeah, as an example, I just have this deja vu that like right now it feels like I'm back in 2022. Sorry, I meant 2023. Yeah, I'm back at the beginning of 2023, like last year. Like you guys did see me last year, at the beginning of last year. Like there is a bit of a change, but at the same time there's not much of a change. It's that I had to go through some transitions, and I feel like this year is the same. Like nothing much is gonna change in terms of like content or anything I do, but I am like learning. I am trying to like rethink and trying to like kind of, yeah, rethink and just make the wisest decisions I can based on my situation. And also yeah, I just feel like even if this year is the exact same as last year, where I kind of like am the same or like the same, and yeah, there's not much going on, I'm completely happy with that. I'm like, yeah, I'm really okay with that. Just, you know, just sharing my days and how everything's going, and even if I'm not improving and I'm still me and being me, and even if it's the exact same, I feel like within the sameness, I'm able to find out some new things about myself, and the inspiration is amazing. I feel like I can still retrieve a lot of inspiration, and I think that's amazing. I think that's yeah, I think that's great. Yeah, I think that's great. I don't think there's any problem with you know, this year being the same, and definitely feel happier. I definitely feel happier. I mean, the beginning of last year didn't feel very happy, but I think it was like all a process. I feel like right now I'm still struggling, but because I have been, you know, just working on everything at the same kind of pace, I'm still into the pace. I've still gotten into the pace. So yeah, so that's what I kind of feel. And this is a very long talk, and I'm sorry if you don't, if it's really confusing and you don't quite understand what I'm saying. I totally understand, guys. Like it's yeah, it's really confusing. As for me as well, it's really, really confusing. Yeah, basically, like, I feel like it's just the only change is that I feel a little bit more stressed than I usually was, but nothing else has changed. That's basically what I was trying to explain, yeah, all this time. Yeah, anyways, yeah, I think that's all I wanted to address for today, because I felt like it a little bit of unaddressing for something that, for a change in like pressure and everything, may need to be addressed a little bit, but I think I can handle it. It's just not it's just like the same. It's the same stuff. It's not like something new has happened or anything. It's just the same. And yeah, I feel like this year is gonna be a great year in terms of content. I mean, yeah, I think it's gonna be a great year in terms of content. I am looking forward to something else as well. There's a dance group I really want to join. I haven't joined them yet, but there is a dance group I've just found out, and I would love to learn more dancing and do more dance covers as well this year. Maybe choreograph a bit more. There's so many new ideas related to that. And yeah, and I might be looking too ahead, but and you might be wondering, what about the year after that? Is that going to be the same as this year? Like, I mean, like, maybe it could totally be. I mean, like, nothing's impossible. Like, I feel like it's very possible that next year is going to be the same as this year. I'm still going through the same thing, and yeah, still trying to better myself in different ways. I'm just learning some new things, some little new things. Yeah, I don't think there's much that has changed. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to address and say. Oh yeah, there's something new actually. There is something new I have forgotten to share with you guys for a lot. But anyways, one of the new things I want to try this year, it's kind of on my vision board because I just saw on my vision board. One of the things I want to try this year is to start my own Etsy shop, because I've always wanted to start my own Etsy shop, but I never really gotten to the point of starting, because every time I tell myself, oh my gosh, I have to start right now, the next day I'm like, nah, I can do that after 2 days. So I think I might set like a goal for myself, like for example, like start selling 3 things per month or something like that, so I can at least get going and yeah, stuff like that. Yeah. And also another thing is that I have been really slacking off on my cooking. Like, I have so many recipes that I want to try out, but I have been slacking off so much on my cooking because I feel so lazy to cook for myself. I feel like it takes so long. Like, it doesn't take long, you know, it's like a mental thing. It doesn't take long to heat the pan, but it might take like the most like 30 seconds to heat up the pan for it to cook, but it's just the mental thing where you have to put so many things in, and I just felt like, oh my gosh, like, oh, now I have to start like from little recipes again. And yeah, I mean, like, I hope one day, I don't have an oven here, but I do hope one day I can either get myself a small one, or like, you know, who knows where I will be living in years to come, but I do have a dream to have my own apartment, like a big one. Yeah, to have my own. So hopefully one day I can have my own apartment and have my own oven, so that I can share like what I cook with you guys, because right now, like, I don't have an oven, and it's like it's just not a terribly good yeah, it's not a terribly good like situation to show you what I'm cooking and everything. So I really hope, it's one of my dreams as well in the next few years, to have my own apartment so that I can show you guys what I cook. And hopefully life will be so much better in the future that I can show you guys what I cook, and also like what I did for my shop and as well. Yeah, so sorry, this is a lot of ranting, a lot of talking today, and it's suddenly a lot of information I have to share. But yeah, anyways, thank you, my gummies, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.